to look at the development initiatives. So Planning Institute working with us, what we're trying to do is to build a network of agencies that can support some of these families. Agencies like the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, rather because it's an agricultural area, the municipal corporation, what we used to call parish council, the Social Development Commission, because that's how we started to form this women's group and that's how they're going to be maintained. And most importantly for us at the PDC, one of our branches, which is called a Development Area Committee, is one of the networks that we're trying to pull and ensure that they are able to manage the area.
Yes.
And give a voice to some of the voiceless. So we want to also raise awareness about how it is that these families can become better, become more healthy, because there are abandonment issues and separation issues. So how can we encourage these families to be better at what they're doing and just encourage investment and income generation amongst the ladies that we are working with?
Any idea of the abandonment? How you did with the abandonment issues? It's fresh in my mind because I had a guest yesterday who had many years of that kind of thing, even though her mother would visit occasionally. But an ad was playing on the radio, or was it a promo? And that usually plays at about the time when she knew that her mother wasn't going to come to look for her that Sunday because it was too late. Today, in her 50s, when she hear that promo, her stomach sinks. Because it's like it represents abandonment.
Yes.
That's heavy stuff,
Yes.
Well, Angela can speak more to that because she's actually the wife of a farm worker slash migrant who is. So she can speak more so to that.
It's a personal, it's a perfect segue. So migration and how it affects Kellits. But let's start with your own experience, Mrs. Collins. So you have, is your husband who is a seasonal worker?
Yes.
So there are segments at a time when he's not around, and so there's a physical gap. How does that work?
Do I give you it in a personal or is in the group?
Whatever you're most comfortable with. No discomfort, just what is useful.
Well, let me help you a little bit. Then some of the children, there is that issue of separation, and especially if they're adolescents or teenagers, they rebel. They become aggressive.
Yes.
They lack focus. Some suffer from drug abuse. So there are issues.
They become easy prey to the bad forces.
Yes. Teenage pregnancy become a problem, and so on. So it's not just about the finances. Yes, you may get the remittance, but there is that empty space where the role model should have been.
Yeah, there's some things money can't buy.
So it's about that emotional kind of distress that these young persons go through.
Especially we women that are single, are left alone. When we have the children and we are only the breadwinner, mother and father. And when the children went out and come in and there is no mother or there is no father, they are open to anything because somebody should be home. But because it's just mom, they have all the time to go astray. You understand? So it really helped to break down the home in a way that the children, we would say they are on their own because we are not there, but they are not on their own because we cannot be there because we cannot be at two places
at the same time. Wow. And how do you suggest that probably some of that will be addressed, because that's a tough one?
Well, in this particular case, that is why we have formed the Kellits
Women in Action.
Yes.
Where they can, you're stronger as a group, so they can provide support to each other. What we have also done is linked the social worker in charge of migration at the MLSS so that they can come in and talk to the family.
That's Ministry of Labor and Social Security.
Ministry of Labor and Social Security. So what we're trying to do is to provide that kind of support that may be missing and help the families to meet some of those basic and deal with some of those basic problems that they're having.
Yeah. I remember from my own experience at Ministry of Labor that there are times when issues occur, like nobody likes to be sick, especially a breadwinner.
Yes.
But it's even more excruciating when they're not even physically there. When you're sick and you're away from home, or when somebody who you have a loved one is sick and they're not right there, you can care for them. That presumably is part of the issue, right? So they're going to help to make the family better. But if they happen to fall ill or injured overseas, I can imagine that would be a problem.
A problem on the family
Yes.
generally.
Yeah. But I think on that base, I think we as family we that left home, we deal with it much more better than knowing that they really gone apart and don't be in the in the home. You know, when you know they are sick or something, it's more give us more heart-rending feeling because they are sick. But when they left, not left on their own and left us on our own, it's more heart-rending. It's more sad.
No, I understand what you're saying. Tell us a little bit about the any kind of help and support you have received to deal with any of this, to help with the Women in Actions program.
Okay, with the help that we have been received, we have formed a group called the Kellits Women in Action, and we are supporting each other in our chicken business by investing in our group, by having a compulsory saving plan where we try to help some other woman by donating a part of our saving towards someone else who are going to be in our position. Because this group, we are going to move from this position that we are, I'm sure for that. This group is going to help us to move from where we are. So we are planning to help a next woman or a next family who will be in our situation sometime. So we're hoping in our own saving, we are earning for a rainy day. We also are starting our own contribution to National Housing Trust and NIS.
So what happens is that a grant is given to some of the women, and they have chosen, and they have also been given business management training. And this grant, this grant is to start a business. Most of the ladies, I think about 90%, decided to start with chickens. Others have decided on doing ginger, so it's kind of an agro project.
All right. Just before we go, quickly, your vision of Kellits in the future. What you look ahead, you come back and you this is Kellits. What is this Kellits that is exciting for you now? Maybe 10 years.
Okay, we would love that 5 years from now, we will be establishing our own business and be beneficial to society, where we can help other persons who are in the similar position, as I said before. We would also love to have a foundation that speaks to the upliftment of women and children in the Kellits development area.
Right, so it's all sustainable.
Yes.
Tell us how to reach you after the show.
Well, the group, the brand is KWA Chickens, and their phone number is 876-313-4936 or 876-474-2454. They have an email address, kwachickens@yahoo.com. So we want you to support us. Chickens are available, I think, as of this week.
Yes.
So give us a call. We have Jamaica's best homegrown chicken.
I tell you, good stuff.
Yes.
Thank you very much, ladies. Really appreciate your presence here. General Manager of the Clarendon Parish Development Committee, Miss Eureka Douglas, and member of the Community Action Group, Kellits Women in Action, KWA, Mrs. Angela Martin Collins. Thank you so much.
We are thanking you for having us. And the ladies are so excited about their group.
Okay.
Yes, they are excited. We are excited about our group.
All right, for more of the program.
Migration, PIOJ